Hello! This game loaded super quick.
Hello.
We're back. It's Ender Lilies. We've been gone a long time. Or have we?
Or have we?
Or have we? I don't remember how to play this game.
Oh, that's fine. That's just... I mean, it worked fine with me in Final Fantasy VII, so...
We were doing something. We had gotten new movement tech last time. I remember that much.
Yeah. Was it the... We got the double jump last time, I think.
Was it the double jump? I guess it might have been.
I believe that was the last one that we got. Oh, and we...
No, it was the air dash.
The air dash, that's it.
Yeah, it was air dash.
Yeah. And not long before that, we also got the thing that lets you smash through floor glass barrier things. I think those are the last two. Yeah, like the glass coverings.
I wouldn't call them glass.
Whatever they are. They're really
like gross, fleshy things.
Yeah, I guess that's probably more accurate.
Speaking of gross, fleshy things, hi, I'm back. It has been a little while.
Yeah. How are things, Char? What's been up the last 2 months?
What has been up the last 2 months? Work's been really slow. Still.
Yeah.
I don't think we know how to get through this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna... No.
Yeah, I see why I was remembering it as glass now, though.
It's
got
like a weird, like Elder God blister.
Yeah. That makes a lot more sense.
I forgot how pretty this game, like everything about this game actually was.
I missed it. It's a really good game.
And I missed you, our viewer.
Okay, I definitely remember this save room. I think we were here about 5 times, going through different places.
I think you're remembering one that's like this one.
Ah, okay. Probably.
Yeah, I don't think you remember that one. I think you remember one that's like that one.
Okay.
One that had a gate on either side?
Yeah, and the stone bench in the middle of a churchy place.
Yeah. Yeah, there's one like that.
Okay.
So what else has been up lately? Kind of funny. Season of Discovery actually has been out for a while. Mm-hmm. I am actually rogue tanking.
Yeah, that's right, that's right.
I wish it was better than it was, but... I feel like it is improving, but it's definitely got some issues.
It's something, at least. How does it feel being back to a tank?
I mean, it feels alright. I still... My ults on retail is still a pally tank. It's still very enjoyable.
Mm-hmm.
It is kind of funny because health pools have once again gotten to the point of being in the millions.
The squash wasn't that long ago in WoW, was it?
The stat squish?
The big level squish that I assumed also had stat squish with it.
The stat squish was, or the level squish was, Shadowlands.
This was the one I was thinking of, by the way.
I think this is the one you were thinking of, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the stat squish was the level squish was Shadowlands. I don't know if they stat squished at the same time. They should have, for sure.
Yeah. I guess I just assumed they would have, because, yeah, it'd be silly if they didn't.
Didn't they say Final Fantasy was going to do a stat squish?
I think so, something like that. Or maybe for levels. Honestly, before the news about Dawntrail came out, I half wondered if they might just treat everything post-Endwalker as like a sequel game.
Final Fantasy XIV too?
Yeah. Maybe not a name like that, but like story-wise and stat-wise and whatnot.
Well, it's like there's a whole bunch of people who consider everything post-Cataclysm to be epilogue.
Hmm.
And it's like, that is the weirdest shit I've ever heard, given Legion. Like, if you're gonna count anything as an epilogue, like the end of the game, Legion.
Absolutely. I mean, that's basically them wrapping up the storyline that's been going on since the first
anymore.
Warcraft.
Not anymore.
Are the Burning Legion back?
They might not be as gone as we had thought. There was something about that somewhat recently. I just don't remember off the top of my head what it was. They did... I don't know if I ever fucking went on a rant about this for you, but, they revealed that Dreadlords weren't part of the Burning Legion?
Oh, I think you did to me, yeah.
Yeah, they actually worked for the Jailer in, Shadowlands.
Yeah.
Because they tried to do a, like an Endwalker thing and tie everything together that had happened up to that point. And to explain the Burning Legion, they're like, oh yeah, Dreadlords just always worked for the Jailer. I don't remember fuck all about where we're going. Hey, I found some stuff, though.
Yeah. I mean, we usually podcast it until we figure that out anyway.
That's true. We're basically a WoW podcast until we're not.
Sometimes a 14 podcast.
Sometimes, just like a general MMO podcast.
Yeah, yeah.
Alright. But yeah, like, Legion ends with you being, you know, the collective you, the player you.
Yeah.
Killing the world soul of Argus. So that it is sent to the Shadowlands for some reason, even though that doesn't make any goddamn sense based on Shadowlands' own rules. So yeah, you kill the world soul of Argus, and it's sent to the Shadowlands, and then the Arbiter of the Shadowlands, just you basically fucking like Saint Peter, the one who decides where everyone goes, essentially chokes to death on it. Yeah, it's like a pretzel. It just chokes to death on a pretzel. So apparently the failsafe when that happens is that everyone just defaults to hell. Which seems like a bad system. So Sylvanas burning down the World Tree was making sure that as many, you know, Night Elf souls as possible ended up in hell. Like, I wish I was exaggerating more than I am.
Amazing.
Oh shit, mimics. I know there's a mimic over there, but yeah. What? Okay, see, I'm gonna be rusty as hell this game, and y'all just gotta deal with it.
Yep, yep. Pretty good on the jukes there. Nice.
I did not realize that she had a charge mechanic. Maybe I did, and I just forgot.
It's only been 2.5 months. Anyway, the Dreadlord thing, it's funny that they decided to copy that with a sudden out-of-nowhere reveal like that, when I feel like probably the thing in Endwalker that was the...
Fuck!
Oh.
It's fine.
That's a shame, though.
It's totally fine.
Yeah. Anyway, I feel like the thing that was the least solid about the writing in Endwalker was how a big part of the final confrontation and all was kind of introduced in the middle of Endwalker. I love Medion as a character. I think she's great, but it is a little bit awkward that she only appeared right then.
I figured out where we're going.
Oh, good.
It's weird how the villain just appears towards the very end of the story.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little Final Fantasy that way too, but
sure. I mean, you don't fucking even notice. You don't know shit about Zeromus until pretty much the end of 4.
Yeah, and then Necron, of course.
Necron doesn't count! I heard at some point, you might have even been the one that told me this, but apparently, if you're looking for it and know to be looking for it, there's a lot of hints that Necron exists?
I think so, but the only place that I've seen, like, any lore about him was, like, the wiki has stuff from, like, one of the Ultimania guides that only come out in Japan.
Yeah, I think that's what it really was, is, the guides, retroactively wrote him in. Yeah,
he was supposed to be, like, a god of death or entropy or something, and so...
God damn it.
But yeah, it would have been nice if everything with Hermes and Medion was a little bit earlier, even though I don't think that would be possible.
Whoa, what is that?
Oh, jeez. That's
like
an enemy.
Gargoyle.
It's like an angel demon.
There's 2 of them! Bird, get out here and save me!
Bird versus bird?
Oh, right, if you knock a flying enemy down, they take tons of damage.
Oh, right, yeah, nice. These Hamlet children get far.
Yeah, they are all over the place.
Kids love exploring.
I feel like I shouldn't be as dead as I am.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty dead.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think if there are any other... I guess Cloud of Darkness kind of comes fairly late.
Yeah. Because, for the entire game, don't you think it's the Emperor who's it until, like, basically the final dungeon?
Cloud of Darkness comes in before that, but not much before, as far as I remember.
Yeah. I don't remember a lot of 3, honestly.
Emil said it was bad recently.
Huh. I mean, I don't think it's one of the greats. It's up there as, like, one of the really good ones, but I'd put it, like, middle of the pack, at least from what I remember.
Alright, I was hoping that would do it. It's fine. It's great for an NES one.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's definitely the best of the 3 NES games.
I was saying recently, I actually wouldn't, like, if I could just, like, cope with the graphic issues in 2, and it's mostly just that the graphics are so old. If I could cope with them, I'd kind of like to give 2 another shot. Just because the system is really interesting.
Uh-huh.
Don't get me wrong, interesting doesn't mean good. It's not a good system.
But they tried something.
They tried
to not be so Dragon Warrior after Final Fantasy 1. And they went a little bit too far.
They tried to not just be Dragon Warrior, and they also... multi-hits. They tried to make the combat system more interesting, but it really did just end up with quit hitting yourself.
Yeah. But I mean, overall, it was a really experimental game. On the story side, too. Like, compared to 1, and compared to most NES RPGs, it was pretty dense that way.
Was the Emperor of Heaven thing in 2 originally, or was it added after the fact?
That, I don't know.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
It doesn't sound familiar, which makes me think that it probably was something added in a later, like, release or something.
It might have
Although
been...
I'm not super familiar with 2, so...
It might have been something that was added in, what's the fighting game?
Dissidia.
Yeah, in one of the Dissidias.
Hmm.
God damn. Yeah, it was some goofy shit where, like, you know how the Emperor's whole plan is to become the Emperor of Hell and basically New Satan?
Oh, okay, yeah, so then in Dissidia they...
Oh, no, I remember what it was. It's in, the remake. Not the remake,
oh, okay.
the
re-release for... Right, yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's the bonus dungeon. The Emperor of Heaven is, the Uber boss.
Okay.
I remember now. And it's a thing where, there's actually, like, a story to it. Like, more than most Uber bosses have.
Uh-huh.
It's some shit where in order to properly defeat the Emperor, the main party has to re-kill the Emperor of Hell, while, the dead party that's like, Minwoo and Ricard and spoilers, they're all fucking dead. All the party members that you have that they kill off, have to kill the Emperor of Heaven. Like,
that's a pretty good gimmick. I really like that.
I mean, it's also there to let you replay those characters.
Yeah.
So that they're, like, lasting party members instead of just, like, temporary corpses.
Yeah, but that's part of why I like that gimmick. That's a really nice way to let you bring them back.
Oh, that's right. I have, like, a super move or something now. God damn it. Alright, I gotta play better. God, who is it? It's Minwoo the White Mage, Ricard the Dragoon, Joseph? Is that his
I know
name?
Joseph was one of them. It's Joseph, yeah.
And he's like, he was like a monk or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Surprising nobody, I know the most of this group about Ricard, just because he was the first canonical Dragoon. What the fuck?
Oh, what?
God damn.
Was that bird teleporting?
I don't know what that was. It seemed like... Okay. It seemed like the knight just hit me from a huge distance, despite not being in that distance. I'm trying to remember who the 4th dead party member is in 2, and I just don't remember who
I was about to ask, because
It's not...
I have no idea.
It's not the Cowardly Prince, because he survives. I also, when the furthest I ever got, I got far enough to have him in the party for a little bit, and I went out of my way to just make him fucking just swole as hell. Like, I purposely trained the shit out of him so that he would, you know, it would be funny when they talk about what a pussy was.
I never got super far into at all, but I've read, like, quite a bit of the lore about it, just because there's a lot of callbacks to it and stuff.
How do I do my super move? I don't remember how to do my super move.
Aren't there controls in the menu, I thought?
I don't know, maybe. Attack 2 is circle. Wait, what? Oh, that's it. Okay. Hook.
Yeah. Maybe.
What is that guy doing?
It's a minion dance.
Well, I did it.
Yep.
Yeah, I certainly did it. I held up as I pushed the button.
Ah, okay.
God, who's the last dead party member in Final Fantasy II? I can't remember. Did we ever talk about how 4 was supposed to be an NES title?
I don't think we ever talked about it, but that is still wild to me, that fact.
It's such a huge game.
It was Scott.
Who is Scott?
Gordon's brother.
Okay, so I forgot you got him. If I ever knew you got him, maybe he just replaces, like, maybe whatever stats you get on Scott go to him.
Yeah, he's not in the main game at all. He's only in the...
Yeah, because I remember he died. Like, that's the whole thing with, Gordo. Is that, like, he's such a huge piece... Like, he's such a huge coward because his brother died a hero, and, like, even being awesome didn't save his brother, so what chance does he fucking have? Which, I mean, for NES, that's pretty good, like, character pathos.
Yeah, yeah. The other big thing I was thinking about, that whole keyword system that 2 had.
God, these guys hit so hard. Why do they hit so hard? The keyword system was really interesting, but that's another one where I totally see why they did not do it a second time.
Yeah.
Especially because there were apparently a couple places that you could just get stuck because you didn't have the right keyword. And then you lost the ability to go back to get it.
Yeah, I think there were a couple ways to get soft locked there, but it was another way that they were like really trying to be experimental with 2, and I think conceptually it's really neat in terms of like giving you more interaction with NPCs and whatnot.
Oh hey.
Okay. Got a shortcut now.
Yeah, don't get, like, I think it was a cool system, particularly for the age.
Yeah.
I just don't think it worked quite right.
Yeah. It was very text adventure-ish.
Yeah. I like, how, the first official boss in Final Fantasy II doesn't appear until, like, 10 hours into the game. Did you ever know about that?
I did not. I don't think I played for that long, but I thought I remembered at least one boss.
No, there are bosses, they're just not official bosses.
Oh, okay, okay.
Like, they're absolutely, like, boss monsters. They just don't count.
I need to give it a proper shot again. Maybe I'll try one of the Pixel remaster, or try the Pixel remaster of it sometime.
Maybe I should do that. I just get tax return money fairly recently.
Oh, nice. Yeah, same here. I spent some of it on a good chunk of it on pants.
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 I mean, I also have spent I spent a big chunk of my Christmas money on pants.
Yeah.
Pants and a couple new belts.
Nice.
Are we getting old?
A little bit. It's funny, I was actually thinking the other day, because, you know, I've been doing a lot of emulation stuff recently, and, like, a lot of older games. I was wondering if that's my version of a midlife crisis.
Get a really fancy emulator? Oh god, you did get a really fancy emulator! What the... Come on!
Oh, jeez. I did not think you were anywhere near death. That's a lot of damage.
2 hits from that thing kind of fucked me up. Okay.
But yeah, I mean, it's cheaper than a sports car, I guess, and I can actually use it.
Well, you also can't afford a sports car.
You can't download a sports car either.
Did you hear about Cybertrucks are already rusting?
God.
And they're trying to cover it up by saying they're not rusting, they're just maturing. Yeah, that's the official Tesla line, is it's not that the steel is rusting, the steel is maturing.
Maturing so well, you'll be able to have your transmission drop right out.
Well, it's only like the outer shell.
Oh, the actual the body of it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's still pretty bad, though.
No, it's terrible. You wouldn't want that.
Yeah. There is just nothing good about them.
No, they're terrible. They're awful cars.
Yeah. But, like, not even just the stuff where, like, they're a death trap and they're apparently rusting, which I didn't know about until now, but even just the look of them is dumb.
Oh my god. Okay, so... you know how I have, like, a sort of, like, small fan club to my writing that I used to do?
Yeah.
One of the guys in that is just obsessed with, like, 80s aesthetic, so he loves the Cybertruck. I mean, he's one of those guys that, like, he's slightly too young to have actually lived through the 80s. So he only knows, like the shit from, like, movies and stuff.
I guess I can see it. I guess it does. I know the idea behind it was he wanted something that looked like the old idea of what stuff in the future would look like. But I don't know. It still barely feels 80s to me. I would say, like, 50s.
I don't know, man.
I don't know either, yeah. I guess it is, like, vaguely DeLorean-esque.
Yeah, I mean, you know why.
Yeah.
Do you know why?
Why it's DeLorean-esque?
I'm starting to doubt if you know why it's like a DeLorean.
I mean, I assume it was the same thing. They wanted it to look kind of like old-school futuristic, like retro-futuristic, and that was kind of the idea behind the DeLorean itself as well.
The DeLorean was also made of stainless steel.
Oh, yeah, that too. Yeah, I thought you meant, like, the overall, like, the shape of the thing and whatnot. That's more what I was thinking about.
Yeah, that's how everyone who knew anything about cars knew that... Ow! Anyone who knew anything about cars knows that stainless steel does not work well for cars.
Yeah.
Because we had fucking DeLoreans!
Yeah. Although, at least they didn't rust. For them, it was just doing anything at all with any level of body damage was basically impossible.
Yeah.
You're not gonna bang a dent out of stainless steel, and if you get a scratch, you can't just repaint it.
Oh boy, this place is rough.
Yeah.
Come on, Bird.
I mean, it's a good way to make sure you remember how to play, I guess.
The problem is, I don't. What the hell?
Oh, that was unfair.
He just blocked that whole thing.
He did. Nice.
It's honestly, the gargoyles hit so hard.
Yeah.
Like, everything hits here. Everything hits hard, but like...
But those
ow!
are especially bad.
Okay, that's open. Hopefully it remains open.
I don't think the levers and stuff reset when you die, at least. Even if you haven't saved.
Ow!
Oh.
That was
they go so far when they
yeah,
thrust.
they go so far, and I looked away for a half a second. Like, I literally just flicked my eyes down for half a second, and then I was stabbed. Which is how most stabbings go, really, but...
Yeah. You're not usually paying a lot of attention to the process of getting stabbed when it happens.